What's up, everybody? Today, our buddy Nick is getting his Supra tuned, and I just got the phone call that they got the car on the dyno, so we're gonna go check it out. Oh yeah.
This is a Harlan beat.
Going up to Original Auto. What are we doing?
We're tuning the Supra.
A Supra?
We're tuning Supra.
Now we got this thing finally on the dyno. After how long? How long?
A year. I think it's been a year.
It's been a year. A whole year. Now we get to see if this is gonna make some power.
It took me a year to do the break-in mileage. This is the loudest car that he knows of that's a street car.
Yeah, that's tricky, yeah.
In LA.
Yeah, at least like that he's got that comes to the shop. By far the loudest car that drives on the street. I want to go do a half mile. Wouldn't that be sick?
Pablo, what are you doing?
Downloaded the software again
Because he's using a freaking potato for a EMS. Don't lie to Pablo. He's using a potato for a EMS.
AMV1 is dinosaur equipment. Well, he had to re-download it because it's expired.
What has been the hardest part of reviving this infamous car?
It's a bunch of little things. So all of them put together has been the hardest part.
Is that Abacus finished downloading?
It's updating.
It's updating.
Yeah. There's where I'm at.
Anybody that voted under 500 horsepower on my story is getting blocked.
You can't block me in real
I
life.
said anybody that voted under 500 horsepower is getting blocked today.
Brace yourselves! Dino Day posts are coming!
So my arch nemesis Evo Gio showed up in a Supra. So we're gonna go over here and talk to this giant. What's up? Talk to this giant. If you don't know Evo Gio, you gotta check out Tuned in Tokyo, which I still haven't got a Tuned in Tokyo shirt. Hold on. He hasn't got a what? Tuned in Tokyo shirt.
And that's
So-
Supra.
So I think I might have to put my foot in my mouth because it looks like the infamous Evo Gio came through and got me some threads.
So fresh merch?
Fresh merch?
Look at that.
Ooh, that clean.
Clean.
Is that clean?
Is that new?
Ooh, is that clean?
Hey, yo.
Ooh.
I don't even have this gear.
Oh, okay.
I don't even have this gear.
Tell her what it is. What is it? What's
Sorry,
that?
Nick, you gotta hold this.
Damn, what the girl? Where's mine?
Look at
Damn, girl.
got him that new Street
I
Legends.
don't even get no what?
The new Street Legends right here.
Oh,
Look at
hey, this will be my first hoodie. I've never owned a hoodie. I've never owned a hoodie before in my life. I've never owned a hoodie.
Pedal on the back.
Oh, my
Okay.
boy, that's
Where's
fine.
mine? Where's mine?
That's not yours. This is
mine?
mine.
He said,
This is mine.
look at, this is that limited, you know what I mean? That
Put
new.
this on the feet. I don't even want
Oh,
Look at,
oh,
got the long sleeve.
oh, oh, the picture. Oh, look at the picture. Oh, yo, that's dope.
You know what I mean?
That's dope.
That's tight.
That's dope.
That's tight.
I talked mad mess, and now I gotta be humble. I gotta be Mr. Humble Pie right now, cause
Godzilla, baby.
that's the one. It's the one I wanted right here. That's the one I needed. That's the one I wanted. Oh, yo, that's dope. That's fine. That's fine.
This one even comes in a bag.
Oh,
In a bag. But
In
let's
a bag.
open it. Here.
oh,
What?
yo, that's hot.
You like that?
That's look. Right now, that's the Tuned in Tokyo.
You got more
Over there,
shoes than
check
Nick.
them out.
You got.
Hey, Wait, look at the back. Look at the back.
Oh, Nick's jealous.
I'm tight right now, bro. Tighten up, Steve.
I always lace up Nick, so we gotta lace up Steve too.
Hold on.
Well, he gonna get that new too.
That's
It's
right.
coming. It's coming. It's coming. That's right. Is Steve in there somewhere?
I ain't never had a
Take your beard off. Steve, you need help. Hey. Damn. I got you, Steve. Look at the kids. Look at the kids. Woo. Woo. Flex. Flex.
Nick! Your car broke itself.
What happened?
The coupler on the intercooler pipe from the turbo ruptured. So
I exploded a coupler?
yeah, so he's gonna see if he's got another coupler to replace that coupler with. The coupler ruptured on the, what was it, the turbo downpipe?
Yeah, turbo elbow.
Turbo elbow. So now we're gonna take it off, see what the damage is, and find a new coupler for it, and get back to some dyno runs. All right, so Papa got it off.
Hello, how are you?
You can't do that with a 350Z. You can't do that with a Z.
My car's faster than y'all in that Supra.
You can't do that with a Z.
Come at me, dog.
You can't do that with a Z.
Look,
You can't do that with a Z.
can I do that with a Z if I'm racing your Supra?
You can do that with an Evo.
That we never see. That we never see. He hyping up cars. He don't race, don't drive. Only time you see is just his parking lots. What? I did. Anyway. Let me see this.
You say,
Oh, he all excited. Where's the victory dance? What you do?
520.
520. Woo!
520.
Oh. So update status. The car was not getting enough fuel. We checked the fuel pump, checked the voltage on the fuel pumps. Fuel injectors are
MSD 96 pound per hour.
MSD 96 pound per hour, so it should be big enough for that. Previously, the car made 800 horsepower with this fuel setup. So obviously, out of process of elimination, we discovered that the inline fuel filters were clogged. So we're on our way to go get some more inline fuel filters. Since we needed to get these fuel filters and we were kind of in a tight squat, we come to Cockpit to get all of the awesome car stuff. So if you ever needed some tuning products, make sure you swing by Cockpit and hit your boy Ed up.
So that's it, right? Isn't it dash 8?
Yeah, it would do that shit.
Let me get a wire.
Yeah.
This is a dash 6.
He's got everything. Turbochargers, walk valves, tachometers, you name it. If you need something, come holler at this guy right here. That's okay. Cockpit. Here's day 2 of Nick's dyno tune. We resolved some issues we had yesterday. Pablo, come here. Here, talk to me. So we replaced the 2 clogged inline fuel filters.
Yeah.
And now we got fuel, but you were saying there was an issue with the boost controller.
Yeah.
So he's running a manual boost controller, and now you put in an electronic boost controller.
So it's more control.
So yeah, so we can control the boost now. Why he was running a manual boost controller, I don't know.
Because it was in the car. We wanted to give it a try, but nah, it didn't work.
So Pablo's putting in an electronic boost controller, and then we're gonna start going again and see what happens.
Day 2, we're in the rain today.
New inline fuel filters.
New whip
New
alert.
boost control. Oh wait. Oh. Uh oh. Hello.
I got tired of waiting on this one.
So we got another
I
one.
got another one. I got a different one.
Steering wheel's on the wrong side on this side.
I don't have to worry about a boost controller in that one, Pablo. So we made 538, and it's now running rich. We fixed the fuel issues, we fixed the boost control issues, and is gonna pull a little bit more out. So, see what happens.
So what's up, everybody? It will be now day 3 of Nick's Dyno Day, but today we're actually picking up the car. I'm sitting outside my apartment waiting on Nick to come pick me up. So as soon as he gets here, we'll jump in the truck and we'll head to Original Auto and pick up the Supra today.
We're gonna go get Supra today.
Finally!
There you go.
Finally!
My goal is to have the interior put back in it for the winter drive for Purist.
That's like Sunday.
Yeah, so I think all day Saturday I'm gonna do the interior because I don't have time today.
Okay. So we just got to Original Auto. What's up, Pablo? What's up, Pablo? So we're picking up Mean Green today.
You are.
And what are you working on? Is that your GTR? Oh. That's Pablo's R32, which has got some serious power underneath this hood. I don't know what they're working on. But this is what they're working on today. I've ridden this car and it is terrifying when all-wheel drive slides. It's crazy. But we're not here about this car today. We'll come back to this car. Hey Pablo, how much power does your car make? 750? 750, yeah. So like Nick was talking about, we gotta put interior back together. It's a little rough. They put the carbons back in, obviously the seat's gonna get replaced. You know, we just gotta get the car cleaned up. Cause it's been like this for almost a decade. It's in a bad shape, and now we're bringing it back to life, so.
One more day.
Well, we've already done 3 days of tuning?
We've already done 3 days of tuning. Most people tune a car for a couple hours. We've been tuning this one all week.
We had a lot of stuff to fix too, right,
Any
Pablo?
tuner that only spends a couple hours on your shit.
And they say Nick doesn't work on his own cars.
I don't like to fuck up my manicure.
So they are bolting up the gas tank cover on the back. And as soon as that's done, we'll be rolling Mean Green home. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna try to put the interior back in it. And then so we can make it to Winter Drive, which is on Sunday. So we can hang out with the Purist group and, you know, donate toys for the kids and do all the good holiday stuff. So there's a little bit of work to do. So this was the other Supra that we picked up the other day in the rain. Getting some stuff cleaned up on it. JDM right-hand drive, in a 5-speed. Had some little issues that just need to be cleaned up, like some surface rust here, your typical Japan stuff, you know. So refinishing all this, and then getting it cleaned up. And then this car will be for sale after that. I really want to drive Pablo's car again. Maybe if y'all want to see a video on that, y'all should comment. Or maybe I'll take that out for a drive.
It's on 56.
You gonna make it go scat scat, blah blah.
Pablo said to cover my ears.
Scat scat, blah blah. God, Jesus! Holy crap! What did you do? Yo! Oh man, you know, I think Brian's got competition. Brian's got competition for the two-step king, bro. Oh, I don't know.
I think everybody does.
Yo, hey, one more. That is terrifyingly loud. Like, I think he might be louder than Brian's car.
It's loud, yeah.
Next to two-step champ. He's back.
Don't do it to him, Nick. Don't. Aston Martin ain't ready for it, bro. Don't do it to him. 2 minutes on the street. He's already hunting Aston Martins. Good Lord. All right, so we just parked the Supra.
Yep.
Safe and sound.
Put the Supra
So what
back
are
on.
your first driving impressions of having it back?
First driving impressions having it back are that the car drives much better than I remember, but that's kind of no surprise as I've been breaking it in and driving it a lot this past year. So I'm really overall initially impressed again with the JZA80 chassis, just because it's been so long since I've spent time driving one in anger or driving one in a spirited way that I forget how good the chassis really is. And the JZA80 is remarkable. It's totally incredible. Now, fast forward to driving mine with a fresh tune, freshly built motor, fresh turbo, everything. I mean, the car is way more responsive than it was before. Technology's come so long. It's like, at first, when I first drove the car and I floored it in first and second gear, it is terrifying. It's absolutely frightening because there's no traction and the car is just so loud and it's so intense that when you do break traction in it first and second gear, it scares the shit out of you. Third and fourth gear are not nearly as frightening because there's traction and it's really fast and you're being put in your seat, but you can also like hang on to it because it's only, 550 or 540 horsepower, so it's not really like insane. It's much more responsive than I thought it was going to be. And the first thing after I first test drove it and I scared myself in first and second gear, I told Pablo, I said, hey, I love it, but it's a little too intense. I'm probably going to go to a smaller turbo in a little while, blah blah blah. And he said, all right, well, whatever, make up your mind. And then after driving it home and realizing that third and fourth gear isn't nearly as scary, I'm not changing the turbo. It's perfect. That turbo's perfect for the car. It just, for the first time driving it, first and second gear is a little frightening.
If you like what you see, subscribe. And you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at GETBTW. Until the next time.